Welcome back. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the AVGL Aftermath. I'm your host, Hitchhiker of the Mind, and we're going to go through the wrap-up of everything that's happened in the AVGL College League this week. And joining me this week is a few different people, some you haven't seen before, including Mr. Vertigo. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Anthony Padilla, otherwise known as Vertigo. I cast Dota 2 along with Hitch, and we just got through CMU versus University of Michigan just now over in the Dota side of things, and man, what a series we had.
It was fantastic. Also joining us today is Mr. Tasty Bacon, usually our behind-the-scenes guy, but he also got out and cast some CSGO recently for us. Introduce yourself, Tasty.
Yeah, I mean, I got on camera yesterday, got my voice out there, and figured, you know what, why don't we just keep doing that a little more? And so here I am today on the AVGL Aftermath as well. Just figured, that was the CSGO match yesterday, so we'll have some CSGO representation, sort of, kind of, I guess, filling in again. But, yeah, I'm excited to be on Aftermath. Obviously, I've been behind the scenes for a lot of the different streams that you guys have watched, and so I'm here now just to give some more insight.
Excellent. Glad to have you here, Tasty. And as always, thank you for keeping us a level ahead of the Shanghai Major as far as production value goes. And joining us again this week is J Mac Tucker. He's bringing the Smite knowledge. What's up, J Mac? How you been?
I've been pretty good. Sad we couldn't see any Smite this week, but, things happen like that, so hopefully we can see some pretty soon.
I'm excited because Smite's one of those games it's coming into its own still, and to see the changes and things they're making is pretty fantastic. Yeah. All right, so that's everybody introduced. So now that you know everyone, let's dive into what we're going to be talking about this week. So one new thing that's been added to the AVGL across all the streams is we're going to have stream ticket giveaways. So what a stream ticket is you get one ticket for every 5 minutes you watch. So just watch and get free tickets, and we can also do like little side bets that you can use those tickets to bet on, like which team's going to get the first blood or things like that. So you can do that to earn tickets without, if you want to earn a lot of tickets for like a giveaway that you're super excited for, you can make bets. If you win those bets, you can have a lot more tickets for the giveaways that you want. And you can also just sit and save them up because they're linked directly to your account. What do you guys think? You guys ready, excited for some tickets?
Yeah, I'm super excited for the ticket system. Obviously, especially for the behind-the-scenes portion, it makes it so much easier on me because it used to be like I'd have to sit here and be like, all right, watching the Twitch chat, all right, this is the code word, guys, use this code word. And then after, we'd have the casters, kind of do their thing, do the wrap-up, and I'd be like, all right, and the winner is this person. Here's the winner, and like trying to figure it out as we're going along, where now it's pretty much all automated for us. So that's really cool. And then, of course, the tickets, being able to bet your tickets, if you know the teams, if you've been following the league, and say it's a top team in the league against one of the bottom teams, you can make your bet based on that and have a chance of getting more tickets to enter, so you have a better chance of winning that giveaway. So it rewards people who actually follow, and it rewards people who actually are watching the streams on a regular basis, which is awesome.
Definitely. Really cool stuff. I mean, we had a few wagers. Me and Vertigo were kind of the debut of the ticket system. Vertigo, what did you think of it as a caster?
I mean, it's like you were saying, it really gets the Twitch chat involved into what's actually going on. I mean, if anyone who was watching today can clearly see that CMU is definitely a team to bet on. Like, I know for a fact that I'm going to be betting my tickets on some CMU, that's easy. So it really gives some incentive to keeping up with the league and finding out which teams are strong, which teams are a little bit weaker. And, you can win free stuff. So
definitely.
It's definitely good.
J-Mac, you got any insider trading advice for Smite bets for us?
If you're betting on teams, right now bet on TSU. Team sponsor us. They've been a dominant force so far. We haven't got to see any of their matches on stream, but from all the stats that I've been pulling off these guys, they're nuts. And if you're betting on things like who gets first blood, I definitely put my money on PU Take a Bath. Edge and Lucas love their invades. They invade almost every single game that I've watched so far. So if you're watching a PU game, maybe bet on them for first blood.
Fantastic.
And bet on Zorka for the late game Quadra.
All right. Speaking of giveaways, we have one of our biggest giveaways yet. This is one I'm really excited about personally because we're going to give away 5 SteelSeries headsets. And we're going to give that away over 2 weeks. So save up your tickets, bet your tickets, get as many tickets as you can because those SteelSeries headsets are phenomenal. How about you guys? You guys want some SteelSeries?
I'm actually wearing a SteelSeries headset right now. I don't believe it's the one that we're giving away. I believe we're actually giving away the higher end version of this one.
Jeez.
So
Come on.
I've got a little
Damn.
bit of envy on that because I just got this one not too long ago, and now we're giving away like even nicer ones. And I'm just like, man, why couldn't we have given away 4 of those instead of 5? And just kind of snuck one of them off to the side.
For our
Look.
production guy, he needs a quality
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Look,
He's
I'm wearing
cool.
like a Microsoft 3000 headset.
Jeez.
Yeah, luckily I've got this nice setup here. I don't have to worry too much about headsets because other than that, I think I have a Turtle Beach kicking around here somewhere. So,
Oh, boy.
yeah.
There you go.
All right. So that's Steel Series. Stay tuned for that. Save up your tickets and get ready because it's going to be cherry. It's going to be amazing. You don't even know. Just go Google the Steel Series headsets and you'll understand why we're so excited for
Steel
this.
Series
If
makes
you don't know already.
quality stuff. Like they make really, really good stuff.
Definitely. All right. So I think that wraps up our tickets and our whole giveaways for this week. Well, not all of them, but
yeah,
one
obviously
of them.
there's also the reminder that we have giveaways almost every day that a stream is live. Whether it's CS:GO, Dota, or Smite, whichever game you're interested in, we have giveaways for. And then of course there's a giveaway right now. I believe it has about 2 days left on it for The Division. Tom Clancy's The Division. You get the full retail copy of the game, so that's a $60 value right there for free, just by entering that giveaway if you win.
And remember, other things we've given away. I know on Dota we gave away like $120 Golden Huntling. Today we gave away a Frozen Corruptor. Like it's definitely worth well, you're already watching. Might as well get some tickets, right?
Yeah, we're definitely looking a way to give that away too. I mean, we need to hit a certain viewer count in order to give that away because I mean that's $120 courier right there, and you don't see that walking around every day. So, I mean, if we can hit that viewer count, we can give that away to one lucky viewer.
Heck yeah. All right. So with that, let's wrap up and let's head into our league updates. First up is going to be CS:GO. We got the US Trojan and the Baruch Blackwater are both undefeated. They're both 4-0, and they're both playing each other in Week 5. What do you think about that, Tasty?
I'm definitely going to be looking forward to it. Obviously, I'm not the most well-versed in CSGO, but just from what I've been able to see from the more experienced CSGO casters and that little bit of time that I got yesterday, I can't wait to see this game. The 2 best teams in the league currently taking each other on for that spot in first place. Only one of them is going to walk out undefeated, and they have some of the highest round differentials as well. I believe if I recall correctly, the stat for USC is 69 plus round differential in their favor. Which over 4 games, they've won 69 more rounds than they've lost.
Holy hell.
And in a game where you win by getting to 16 rounds. That is a crazy number. So I absolutely cannot wait for that game.
And I tuned into the USC USC Trojans the last time, and I saw they have some really particularly skilled individual play as well. We saw a few 1v3s, 1v2s, where they just managed to come out ahead despite being down and the odds against them. So I'm excited to see them. I haven't seen a lot of Baruch Blackwater myself, but I've heard a lot of good things.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to see them yet either, but obviously they're 4-0 thus far, so they're doing something right.
Oh yeah. All right. We also have Schoolcraft. X3 is looking for their first win against UTD, so they're coming in. They're looking to break the slump as it is, and maybe they've just been facing up against Trojans and Baruch before this, and so hopefully they can pull out that first win for them. I mean, would be nice, right?
Yeah, it's the only team left in the league that doesn't have their first win yet. So hopefully Week 5 will be the charm for them, but it's going to be a close matchup. UTD is also another one of the lower end teams, I guess. They're sitting at 1-3, so it should be a very good game either way. And here's hoping for Schoolcraft. No one wants to go through the league with an offer.
Bet against Schoolcraft. No.
easy ticket
Write
wins.
that down.
Easy
Wait, write that
tickets.
down real quick.
All right, so we also have another interesting thing coming up. We have an in-state rivalry between UCR and SJSU. That should be pretty fun because I know both of them want to be the top in their state. What do you? Do you have a favorite for this match?
I don't really have much of a favorite for this match. I've only gotten to see, I believe, one of the teams. I think we got to see SJSU, and I don't remember anything like particularly memorable from that match. But even with that in-state rivalry, it's not really. They're kind of playing for second in the state right now because obviously USC, also Southern California, so USC kind of has that best team in California locked up at the moment. But these two, just the dynamic of having that in-state rivalry. Obviously, those are games that you circle, before you play. You really want to make sure you win those.
Oh, heck yeah. That's one of those, like, the pride is on the line. What about the rest of the stuff? And the rest of the stuff as well. So, other than that, we also have Boston University coming up against No Fun Allowed, NYU. And so it's a Boston versus New York, the Red Sox, the Yankees, the whole sort of rivalry between those two states. They hate each other. Do you think that's going to translate to a good CSO game full of just aggression?
I mean, hopefully. Of course, a lot of people, you don't associate, gamers with caring too much about the sports rivalries, but we do exist, me being one of them. If I was if I was involved in that matchup, like, that would be in the back of my mind, is like the New York versus Boston rivalry and hate that's always there. But we'll have to see if these guys exhibit any of that. It should be just a fun match either way, just because of that little extra it can really push matches over the edge.
It's fun, especially if you imagine, like, the stereotypes from both those places. Like the New York guy, I'm going to waste this guy at CSGO. Come on, bring it on.
So
that's
good.
all their players are going to be inside my
that was pretty spectacular. I think we need to get.
Can we get team comms for that set? Like, we just flip into their team comms every once in a while.
Yeah.
We just have Hitchhiker sit in the back, like, doing his New York impressions the entire time.
Unfortunately, it always slides a little bit to one of the kidnappers from what's his name?
Home Alone.
He talks like Joe Pesci. That's who it is. It's Joe Pesci. It always just slides right into there.
You really need to start casting Yoda like that.
Oh yeah, just and the Chronosphere on 4. Oh, he's really screwing it up over here.
You should do an entire cast like that.
I think we need to get that. If the league does extend into April, so that April 1st cast. April 1st cast, I think that needs to happen.
I'm down, and I'm there. So some other updates around the league. We saw the premiere of UMC today. They showed a pretty dominant performance on the gyrocopter in Dota 2. Anything to add to that, Vertigo? Like, you were there, you saw the game. What did you think?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So, I mean, game one, we saw CMU getting their first game out into the league. U of M had already lost once against their own school, the A squad. So this was kind of like their chance to come back and show what they're made of. But unfortunately, I mean, just the draft we saw from CMU, just having so much potential to run at your face and never stop running at your face until they get plenty of kills. And I mean, like you were saying, at the end of the game, we saw Gyrocopter going 10-0-5, didn't die a single time, and he had 500 last hits, which is absolutely insane. 800 gold per minute, and he bought his own rapier just to add insult to injury, and it was insane. So that was unfortunate. It was still a pretty decently close game. I mean, we both expected CMU to crush U of M at the beginning just due to the strength of their lineup early game, but U of M held in there for a pretty long time until the late game. However, game two, we did not see that. We saw a whole lot of pushing towers. I think they took tier 2 bottom at like 7 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it was 7 minutes. It was crazy.
And immediately after that, Gyrocopter gets an Invis rune, runs mid, and gets a kill, almost 2 kills down in the mid lane. They push down that tower, and it was literally just, we don't go back to Fountain. We keep pushing. Like, we only naturally regen. We push down your towers, and we get kills, and that's it. And that game ended in, 16 minutes?
Yeah, it was 15 minutes and like 23 seconds. It was insane. So I'm really excited to see more out of them coming up. And let's see, Smite had the week off, and we'll have the return of it and all the other games next week. So looking forward to pretty much everything coming up. Don't forget to stay tuned, get them tickets. And with that, we're going to move into the players of the week. So Players of the Week is sponsored by EK Water Blocks. They're the top-of-the-line liquid cooling systems to greatly increase the efficiency and longevity of your gaming rig. Liquid cooling solutions for novices to experienced PC builders. Go to ekwb.com for all the details on that as well. And so the Player of the Week this week is going to be, for CSGO, Mr. Shep CS from Georgia Tech. He's managed a 3.1 KDA, 24 headshots in 2 games, which is pretty nuts. And he led his team to a dominant 32-6 rounds over 2 games. And he aced a round by himself. He's going to be receiving the EKWB Predator 240 cooling system, which is worth $220. So pretty nuts, pretty amazing setup, pretty excellent prize. So anybody of you watching out there who maybe you're on the fence about joining the league, that should pretty much put it over. Put together a team and get ready for the summer season coming up after the spring wraps up. What do you guys think? With that KDA and those 24 headshots, I think Shep CS pretty much deserves this one just out of hand in the bag. Easy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And those 32-6 rounds, that's how you get your teams up to 68 round differentials right there. But really, really great job by Shep CS in his match this week, and we'll have to see who's going to join him in getting those Player of the Weeks going forward.
Oh man, and plus it's funny because we're buffing the already dominant players because they freaking earned it. All right, so with that's our Player of the Week. Congratulations to Shep CS from Georgia Tech. If you want to tweet him, go ahead and try to find his Twitter handle because we have no idea who it is. But congratulations to him. With that, we're going to move into game updates and some official news. We're going to go dive into metas, buffs, and nerfs, maybe some new weapons and characters coming in. And with that, we've been talking a lot of Dota and CSGO. Let's head it over to JMac. Tell us some of the new things coming up in Smite.
Nerfs, buffs, item changes, all the works. Finally happy. Some items are getting the nerfs that they needed. Ullr is finally getting the buff he's so long deserved. Yeah,
One of my
I can
favorites.
see that. Yeah. Ullr is a fun god, and him getting this buff, there's also a slight nerf at the same time, but it's really going to help his presence in the game, going to give him a lot more viability. Soul has finally gotten fixed, so she'll be back for play in the upcoming weeks. I'm a little bit sad about that, because it was kind of nice not seeing Soul in the picks or bans for an entire week. It was almost like a gentleman's agreement with it. Raven, finally getting nerfed. This god has been dominating the league. He's been dominating the professional scene. He's been dominating every casual match you've ever been in. Raven is finally getting nerfed. Thank the Lord Almighty. You may not have to worry about banning him as much. And Chiron, what is known as the easiest and the safest hunter and the best hunter in the game, is also finally getting nerfed.
Oh,
so thank the Lord for that one.
So really getting everything organized before they dive into their whole league schedule.
Oh, yes.
And the pro schedule.
Yeah, right before they kick off into the upcoming season, which there's another week of relegations before that goes off. So
Nice.
it's gonna be nice seeing what other changes they make before that. Raijin didn't see any adjustments yet. They usually go about 2 patches before they do anything to the new god, unless it's something extremely bad, like the double Soul Reaver proc that he can do, which is 30% of your 30% true damage of your HP if that procs. From what I know, that hasn't been fixed yet. That's not fun. So hopefully they fix that and give him a little bit of nerfs, even though he's been said to have been kind of neutral 50-50 on his win-loss. So we'll see how that goes. So going to be interesting seeing how everything goes with the upcoming patch.
Excellent. And so that's your Smite news from JMac Tucker. Let's dive into Tasty Bacon. Got any CSGO updates for us? I know CSGO's a little more stable of a game, but
Yes,
what you got?
CSGO doesn't really change too much. They had the only recent changes were primarily for the map Nuke, which I don't believe is even eligible to be played in the AVGL League. So really nothing that's going to impact the AVGL has happened in terms of CSGO. So there's not really a whole lot to talk about there, unfortunately. Or fortunately, if you're a fan of stability and again, like you said, there's not really a whole lot that needs to change. It's not like they're going to suddenly say, oh, we feel like the AWP is overpowered. We're going to, reduce the damage it does or something like that. That's not something you do in CSGO. So, just not a whole lot.
Okay. And then, so Dota 2, we've seen a lot of new skins and things like that as far as the game goes, but its updates kind of halted by the Shanghai Majors. They focus their attention on that. Would you agree, Vertigo?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. I mean, one of the things I love about Dota compared to like other MOBAs and whatnot is we definitely patch a lot like rarer or a lot less often than other times. Most of the time with other MOBAs, it's like we release a hero, we patch, then we patch, and then we release a hero and patch. Like for us, we rarely get heroes. We're still waiting on Pit Lord, but we patch very not that often. We do see kind of like a shift in collegiate, like what the collegiate wants to pick and ban compared to like what the pro scene wants to pick and ban. I mean, in the pro scene right now, Earth Spirit sitting at a 95% pick ban rate most of the time because he's getting banned. Like the hero is just broken at his core. Like I don't even know what Ice Frog can do to change him or nerf him. He's literally just broken at his core. But I mean the highest like pick rate right now, or the most picked heroes are Nature's Prophet and Venge. So I mean a lot of push power. That's the number one thing right now, and we haven't even really seen that in the collegiate series yet. I mean, we did see really good push with a second game of CMU versus U of M, but no Natures quite yet. We did see one Venge. OD right now sitting with the highest win rate, sitting at about 75%. So he wins 3 out of his 4 games that he plays, because the guy is also broken. Like they changed him in 6.87 to where his Astral Imprisonment doesn't take intelligence anymore. Now it's every auto attack takes intelligence. But at first they had it to where at level 1, he doesn't take any intelligence. So the hero was still useless. So they buffed him a little bit. They made it to where it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, scaling. And even still, people were like, this guy still kind of sucks. We're not going to play him. Icefrog puts it 1 more intelligence higher to 2, 3, 4, 5 scaling. And all of a sudden, he is the number 1 pub stomp hero in both public games, pro games, anything. Like that slight little touch, like, oh man, this guy is insane. So we did see OD banned both games in the first phase, and that shows why.
Fantastic. So with that, let's move into our next segment. This is going to be our top 5 plays of the week. The plays of the week are brought to you by Bounty Arena. Sign up now for bountyarena.com for a free $2 instantly, and you can get cash for every single kill in CSGO. That's bountyarena.com. Let's dive into it. This is the top 5 plays of the week from the AVGL.
Number 5, Lionfish Lovers defensive 3K for Team 4K.
Alright, Skype is muted while the video plays.
Death Ward just gonna back up here. Now Spirit Soul of Koji just coming in right here, gets bursted down by the Death Ward. And now Ogre Magi says, here, rest of my team. And Legion goes down. He passes Death Ward to the rest of the team, and now the charge comes in for the Bucks. But this is probably gonna be it. Triple kill for Lionfish Lovers.
Number 4, Dum Dum's Triple Chrono to start off a dominant team fight.
Coming in, where Nisk is getting trapped out, wanted to kill the Oracle before he has time to react and save his teammates. Really heads up next level play. And now Spirit is a very angry anti-mage. He will fall. Triple kill for standby.
Coming in at number 3, Fumble starts the match the best way
Is in a
possible.
really good spot. Oh, but they know to check that corner, and Fumble takes him out of apartments. Bomb Plan is going to go. You're going to do a retake here, but they do have the man advantage as well as health advantage on. Oh, well, I lied. Fumble is hitting these really nice headshots. Woo! With the double kill. All that's left is Lost Elite. He's sneaking in, but he got found out by Fumble.
Fumble with he got 4. No, he got 5. Fumble got the ace.
Wow, round 1 ace.
Number 2, Zorka hits 4.
Very low HP. Father of Olympus ults through 3 of them with the Sonic Boom. Comes back into it. Medusa's ult hits. Syncum Crush. Ultimate comes out. I'm a monster. Hits 1. I'm a monster. Hits 2. I'm a monster is gonna hit a 3rd one. I'm a monster. Hits 3. That's a triple kill. Oh, it just misses out on there. Gonna teleport through. So it's trying to spawn, but another crash. Quadra kill coming out for Zorka on that Scylla.
And the top play of the week, Complexed LOL's 1v4 last second clutch.
Track trades going down. Bomb is down. Complex gets another great kill onto Solar, but it is still going to be a 2 versus 1 against Complex, who only has 20 health left. He's going to check his corner. Takes out Dolan the King, and this could be it. This could be a great clutch by Complex, who's already doing great work for his team. But is he going to know that there's CC around the corner? He gets caught out.
And that was your top 5 AVGL plays of the week, brought to you by Bounty Arena. Sign up now at bountyarena.com for a free $2 instantly. Get cash for every single kill in CSGO. That's bountyarena.com. So I love those videos. This is so much fun, and really thanks to production, both Victor and you, for getting those videos together, they're a lot of fun to watch, and it's always cool to see the top plays and try to make that play. Even as a caster, I always want to be casting the top play.
Yeah, that's actually mostly Victor. I can't take too much credit for the top plays video. He got a little bit mad last week when when I was given way too much credit, because Victor is the one who does like almost all of the graphics and things like that. So huge thank you to Victor for getting those videos put together and allowing us to have that extra little oomph in the aftermath.
Oh man, so good. So now we're going to move on to our predictions. Predictions are brought to you by GX Gaming. GX Gaming provides all the accessories you need for competitive gaming: mouse, keyboard, headset, mousepad, and even high-end gaming speakers. The products are both stylish and will complement your setup. So predictions, everybody. Anybody think you're excited to see, and some strategies you want to see in the future? Let's start with Vertigo. What do you think, man?
It's pretty hard to say right now. I mean, the schedules aren't exactly lined up for this coming week. As we saw in this past game, I really want to see CMU and what they have to offer in the future, and see if their gyrocopter is like their constant pick. I do also want to see if anyone can challenge them. I mean, there are a lot of really, really good teams in the actual league itself. I mean, we saw University of Michigan decisively take out their own B squad. Columbia University also in the other collegiate leagues, they're actually showing to be one of the strongest teams in their region. So I can't wait to see them as well. So we'll have to see as soon as the schedules get posted.
I'm also looking forward to some Columbia action. I accessed the game for them earlier. I'd like to see both of those teams actually, head-to-head, Columbia versus CMU, because I think they both have really high skill level individual players that I'd like to see face off. Mr. Tasty Bacon, what do you want to see come in from CS:GO?
I mean, obviously the big one is that Baruch Blackwatch versus USC match that's going to be happening this week. That's really the biggest one on the radar. There's other games that I'm kind of interested in. I really want to see more games from Milwaukee, who we just saw on stream this past week do very, very close games. 2 really close games that they were involved in, or maps, I should say. But the big one is still definitely the USC versus Baruch Blackwatch. And just going off of what I've seen from the post-game stats, and that plus 68 round differential that they have, I think I'm going to have to go ahead. I do feel like USC is going to have what it takes to take that victory. And then going to one of the other featured games that we kind of talked about a little bit, I actually do think that it was Blackwater X3. No, not Blackwater. It was Schoolcraft X3. I do think that they're going to be able to get their first win in their match this week. So those are my 2 predictions for CS:GO: is USC and Schoolcraft both getting victories.
Nice. The dominance and the underdogs. I like it. Those are always good things to look forward to. J-Mac, what do you got looking forward to?
Obviously, I'm looking forward to seeing what TSU can do again. They're currently sitting undefeated at 2-0 in the league, and they've been dominating almost every team that they've played against so far. So I really want to see, hopefully we can premiere TSU in the upcoming week. I'd really like to see them. Elonomics is also kind of one we haven't seen anything of. They didn't get to play week 1 because of all the technical issues. But from the game that I did get to see of them, they look like they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. So Elonomics and TSU, I'm interested to see what we'll get out of them. I really want to see Riders of Brohan lock down a roster. I think the only person who stayed in the same spot has been their support player, but everybody else has flipped their roles. I think Grim, the captain, has actually played 3 of the roles so far, playing mid, jungle, and hunter. So I really want to see Riders of Brohan lock down and practice a single roster, and maybe have like the switch around for like kind of a pocket strat. And then I really want to see Delta versus KSU, the mid lane matchup for them. Delta Esports Coco Scones is nuts. He brought in an Anubis the last time we saw, one of the quote-unquote worst mages in the game, but one of the most fun mages to watch. He brought in an Anubis against an Isis and got complete lane dominance in the early game. Picked off 2 kills before he hit level 6, so I really want to see Coco Scones go off against Zorka to see which of these 2 powerhouses is going to come out on top.
Oh boy.
That sounds like it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I'd love to see that too. So with that, I think we are coming to the end of the show. We hope you guys have enjoyed the show, enjoyed everything. If you have any questions or comments, hold on.
So the 3 of us all just gave our predictions and what we're looking for. Just because you're the host doesn't mean that you get to be let off the hook here.
All right, okay. Well, it's you guys took all the things I wanted to talk about. Like I would like to see the the UMC versus Columbia, because like the individual player skills. The Trojan versus Blackwatch. I don't even watch them at CS:GO, but I was tuning into the USC Trojans game because I was trying to get my head around CS:GO, and those guys are just crazy. They pull off like the 1v2s, the 1v3s, and they just show such dominance. So I'd like to see both of those teams head to head. Smite, the only thing I've been following is Zorka, so of course I want to see more of Zorka play. I mean, that 4 kill on Scylla was just nuts. Like, having played Scylla a few times, like, you don't know how hard that is. That's insanely hard. It's like the wrist flick kills in CS:GO. You see them, you're like, damn, that was impressive. I wish I could do that. So I want to see more of that from the AVGL. When you're watching it, that holy crap, they pulled that off. Those moments, those top plays, those have always been my favorite parts of any league. So seeing those holy crap that happened moments is what I'm looking forward to the most.
Not only that, all of those Scylla ult shots were all unset up. There was no setup, no stuns, no slows, anything. That was just straight shots every single time.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, they're not even in the same place. Just a prediction where people are going to hit. It's just nuts. It's nuts. Leading your targets. So that's what I'm looking forward to seeing. All right, and so with that, let's have everybody go ahead and sign off. Let people know where to find you on Twitter, where to follow you on Twitch, any of those things. Let's go ahead and start with Mr. Vertigo.
All right, like you said, I'm Vertigo. You can see me at Apadilla961. Can't wait to cast some more Dota. Hopefully we get to see more games this coming week and see what teams are going to be leading the series or leading the league, and which teams are going to fall behind.
All right, Mr. Tasty Bacon.
Well, mine is at Tasty Bacon LLC. Is my Twitch and my Twitter. I've got a whole lot of fun stuff coming up on a personal level. I will actually be gone for starting next week for about 2 weeks because I will be in California and London casting for Vainglory, their live championships for North America and Europe. So that's one of the things you can check out me casting on. Is my dog is saying hello. He wants he's ready to go outside, but yeah, so that's what I'm up to, and that's what I'll where people can check out what I'm going to be doing.
Well, we'll miss you for those weeks, but it sounds like you got to go to California and London, so we can't feel too bad for you. That sounds awesome. All right, Mr. Tucker.
You can find me on Twitter at AG_JMacTucker. I have a Twitch, but I don't really stream. It's just plain old JMacTucker. If I had the internet power, I might stream, but if you see me stream, I don't even know anymore. So that's where you can find me at.
Fantastic. And as always, I'm your host, Hitchhiker the Mind. You can find me on Twitter at HitchhikerMind. All one word, of course, because it's Twitter. And then on Twitch TV, /Hitchhiker of the Mind. And I'm going to be streaming a lot. I'm going to do some newbie streams coming up for the Dota 2 major. Basically, if you don't know a lot about Dota, I'm going to be going through and trying to explain literally everything I can see. So it was fun. I did it last night for some of the major, and I'm going to try to continue on doing it maybe sometime a little bit later tonight or later this week. So with that, we want to thank everybody, including Victor, our captain of the AVGL, our leader, glorious leader, who's making all of this happen, all of our production crew, and everybody coming up in these credits, because we have credits, because we're fancy like that.
Ooh.
All right.